It's kind of fun, like just the way life happens, the way things unfold. I got a call totally out of the blue the other day from somebody I'd never met before. She found my information online through a thing I used to do, and contacted me, and we started talking, and it's just somebody with whom I really resonate for no logical reason. We just talk and we have wonderful conversations, like both of us really enjoy each other. And it was great, so had a conversation, and while we were talking she mentioned that one of the gifts she has is she actually channels angels, and specifically archangels. And I was like, cool, I don't know much about angels or archangels, and I'm really curious about learning more. I want to know more. And so she was telling me about, her experiences, and she said she channels specifically Archangel Michael. That's who she talks to the most. I was like, cool, And then, earlier today even, the sweater that I'm wearing, you guys can see it, I wanted to mail it back to the manufacturer for some, warranty repair. And I was looking around my room, and it's like, I need a box to mail it in. Looking around, and I didn't see a suitable box, and I was like, I want a box, a good size, the typical size, like when you get a box from Amazon, you get those boxes for books. Like, I want a box about that size. And let the thought go, and nothing more. About an hour or two later, ding dong, I look out the window, and there is UPS. It dropped off a package, and I'm like, cool. And I go to the front door and open it, and it's a box, exactly the right size I wanted. And I was like, perfect, thank you. And I open it up, and inside the box is this book. It's called Angels, a pop-up book by Chuck Fischer. The publisher was kind enough to send me a review copy to check out. So here I am showing it to you guys. It's really cool. It's literally a pop-up book, but it's not like a pop-up book that's only for kids. Like, this is a good pop-up book I'm finding for however old, adults too. And the pop-ups in here are pretty wild. Like, let me show you one of them. This first one near the front of the book is talking about the origins of angels. And so pop it open and watch this. Let's see if you guys can see that. Like, it's a pretty elaborate pop-up, if you can see that. Pretty wild. Like, they did a really good job showing these. And like on the pages you'll see, on the sides you've got these little books that open up. And so you got, like, each page is like really well designed with a lot of information, and there's pop-ups, there's more little flip books and stuff, and there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Like, I don't know much about angels, and they were showing how the angels, how they would show up in Christian traditions, Jewish traditions, Egyptian traditions, Persian traditions, Hindu traditions. Like, all over the world you'll look around and you see there's these kind of ghostly creatures with wings that are here to help and serve and just kind of benefit mankind. And it's like, wow, there's a lot of cultures throughout time which are independently finding that there's angels. Cool, they may call them different things and all, but there's a lot of overlap, and it's pretty interesting seeing that. And it seems like, just from my limited understanding, what angels are, basically they're just non-physical beings who, they exist a lot like us, but how like there's certain, like there's a visible spectrum of light that we can see, and there's colors that we can't see. They just kind of vibrate too fast or too slow for our eyes to detect. And the same way, like, for hearing, there's sounds that we can't hear that, dogs can hear. If the pitch is too high or too low, it's just beyond our ability to perceive. And it seems like angels and just the non-physical in general, it's a lot like that. It's just as, here as this physical reality, but it's simply vibrating in a frequency that many people can't detect. Same thing about seeing, light, seeing energy, seeing auras. It's just, does your body, do your senses have the capability to detect it? And it seems like people who channel, people who can recognize angels or just any sort of non-physical stuff, all it is their bodies, their senses have attuned to be able to recognize those energies. That's basically it. And here, they're talking about, just throughout time, how they show up throughout history, in scriptures, how they show up in just different writings. Like, let's see, where's the cool stuff to show you? Oh, okay, here we go. Here's one, the Archangel Michael page. Like, check this out, it's pretty wild. Flip it open, and then it's like, if you can see, there's Archangel Michael at the top there, and he's like, stepping on this big dragon who's supposed to symbolize the devil. And so it's just kind of, you know, telling you some information about like how he's the warrior type guy, and you know, maybe give you vertical. I don't know if that helps, but yeah, it's pretty, you know, pretty elaborate type stuff. Ooh, you got to check out this one too. This is for Archangel Gabriel, so check this out. Flip it open, and like there's a whole stage there. Let's see if I can do it properly. There we go. So if you look at it, there's even like, you can see that stringed instrument when you pop it open. Like, that's pretty wild. There's, you know, musical instruments in here too. Like, you know, it's a really well done book. There's a lot of cool information in here, a lot of good stuff to read. So if you're like me and you don't know too much about angels, or heck, even if you know everything there is to know, it seems like this is just a pretty cool book to have, you know. So yeah, just, you know, something cool worth checking out if it resonates with you. Check it out. See, you'll learn a lot about angels. You'll learn about just cool stuff. We got sections here for like secular angels. What is this one? Scottish. What's the title for this? Musical angels. Origins of angels. This is biblical angels, and so just kind of, you know, the different, I don't know, the different ways they've been presented, different ways they've come through. So yeah, if you're interested, you know, check it out. Here's the book. I'll put a link to, you know, you can check it out on Amazon. I'll put a link in the sidebar. So it's either going to be on the side or on the bottom, depending on how big your YouTube window is. And yeah, check it out. If you get a copy of the book, let me know how you like it. The reviews on Amazon seem to be pretty favorable too, so check it out. It's just a fun book, you know. Yeah, some of the pages are pretty text heavy like this. So there's good stuff to read. It's not all just pop-ups. There's a lot of good information too. So yeah, feel free to check it out. See if you like it. And thanks to the publisher for a review copy of the book. It's pretty cool. So enjoy. Have a nice day.